ethical. Becoming more ethical involves a conscious commitment to align your actions and decisions with a set of moral principles that respect the well-being of others as well as yourself. The journey often starts with self-examination and education. You need to understand the ethical principles that govern different aspects of life, whether that's in the workplace, in relationships, or in society at large. Reading books on ethics, taking courses, or even listening to lectures and podcasts can provide a robust framework to help you understand the complexity of ethical behavior. For example, if you're in the business world, familiarize yourself with the ethical guidelines related to your industry, such as transparency, fairness, and corporate social responsibility. After arming yourself with knowledge, the next step is applying it in everyday situations. For instance, let's say you work in an office where it's common practice to take home office supplies. While this might seem trivial, an ethical person would recognize it as a form of stealing. Even if everyone is doing it, refusing to participate in the act demonstrates a commitment to ethical behavior. By making such a decision, you not only act ethically yourself, but also set an example for others. Another essential aspect of becoming more ethical is honesty. Ethical people don't lie, deceive, or mislead. In a practical sense, this could mean being transparent in your professional relationships. If you're a manager and know that layoffs are coming, ethical behavior may involve being as open and honest as you can be with your team, while still respecting the constraints of confidential information. On a personal front, being ethical could mean admitting your mistakes openly instead of covering them up. For example, if you accidentally scratch someone's car in a parking lot, leaving a note with your contact information is the ethical course of action, rather than driving away and hoping you won't get caught. Empathy and compassion are also cornerstones of ethical behavior. This means considering how your actions affect others. If you're in a position of power, whether as a boss, a parent, or even a consumer, using that power responsibly is an ethical imperative. For example, choosing to buy products that are ethically made shows a commitment to global ethics by supporting companies that provide fair wages and safe working conditions. Similarly, treating employees with respect and dignity, rather than as means to an end, highlights ethical leadership. Accountability is another crucial component of ethical behavior. When you make a mistake that negatively impacts others, taking responsibility and striving to make amends are key ethical actions. For instance, if you're a journalist and publish incorrect information, the ethical thing to do is not only to correct the mistake, but also to issue an apology and explain the error transparently to your audience. Lastly, being ethical isn't a static state, but a continuous process. Regularly assess your actions and choices to ensure they align with your ethical principles. When faced with ethical dilemmas, seek advice from people you trust and respect, or consult ethical guidelines and literature to help guide your decision-making process. In summary, becoming more ethical involves a comprehensive approach that starts with education and self-examination and extends into daily practices of honesty, empathy, accountability, and continuous self-assessment. By actively striving to align your actions and decisions with ethical principles, you contribute to a culture of integrity that benefits not just you, but your community and society at large.